If a vacation to Italy is on your bucket list, but not necessarily in your budget, never fear. Lifestyle contributor Nicole discovered that experiencing a sip of Italian culture is easier than you think.
When you think about Italy, craftsmanship in terms of clothing, great architecture, and of course, delicious food comes to mind. But one of the country's greatest attributes is its exquisite wines. And here with me to discuss some of the great winemaking that happens in Italy is Valentina Abbona, the owner of Marchesi di Barolo wines. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
You say that you can really explore Italy through its wines.
Well, surely wines are one of the most beautiful journeys that you can take in order to discover a country. And when it comes to Italy, even more. And
so I understand that there are over 300 varieties of wine grapes that are grown in Italy?
Italy is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides.
Okay.
We have lakes, countryside, the mountains, and the all 4 seasons, really distinct one from the other. So in each place you can grow grapes and give an expression to these grapes that is very unique and particular according to the place where they're grown.
So the secret sauce to winemaking is in the soil, something the Marchesi di Barolo brand takes very seriously. So I get the sense that there's a real reverence where the soil itself is concerned in Italian winemaking.
It's exactly like that. And my dad used a sentence to sum up this richness in terms of soil that we have, which is to know in order to respect.
Okay.
So to know the place where our grapes are grown in order to give them the soul and to give them the personality that that specific environment allows them.
So you've actually brought some selections with you today for us to try. Talk to me about these wines that we have here.
Let's start with the Gavi.
Okay.
So here we are close to the seaside. So in the region of Gavi, we have a lot of minerality, a lot of saltiness.
Okay.
Which will be into the wine. The provenance of the grape is the key element for the personality of the wine.
Cheers.
It's a little salty. Once you taste it, in the back of your tongue, you will find a salinity, which is very typical from the region.
Is this something that you would say would pair well with a seafood dinner, for example?
For sure. So imagine yourself next to a pool or at the seaside with some nice oysters.
So where are we going next?
This expression of Nebbiolo is probably the most simple one, the most easy and approachable way to understand what Nebbiolo grape is. And Svirolo is the name that my dad chose from our dialect. It translates into a person with a very wild and free personality, very vivid and very expressive.
Perfect for me. Let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers. As I'm drinking it, as it's going down, I do get all of the notes. It's not sort of like all at once, okay, this is what it tastes like. It does change on the palate. Where are we going next?
The last Barolo comes from a very special vineyard in our little town in Barolo.
Okay.
The beauty of Sarmassa is its austerity. The vineyard is so dry, so rocky, that the roots have to work into deep in order to get some water, some minerals to grow beautiful grape.
So this wine should exhibit like a strong flavor, right?
One.
Okay, I look forward to trying it. Cheers, let me try this one. Beautiful.
You need rich food to match with this wine.
Right.
Maybe some fat beef.
Okay.
Or some rich flavors
What
of the
about
wine.
spicy?
Well, spices are perfect with this wine.
Okay.
Today, we have the fortune that we can be very adventurous when it comes to matching wines from different regions with cuisines from different places in the world.
I love knowing all of this. I think that your passion for winemaking really comes through. Anybody who's gonna buy these wines is gonna get that. It comes through, and that's really nice.
Well, I hope that they can enjoy as much as I'm enjoying this moment.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing a slice, or I guess a sip into Italian culture. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.